Should we talk some rookies? Rookies just stood out.
Yeah, I just want to. I want to know from you, like, who stood out. We know that Moody didn't kick today. I heard that Jair Brown was the first player on the field. So, just overall,
Interesting.
like, what was your assessment of the rookies, and what did I mean? Anything good or bad come from them?
I want to see Jair Brown play with the starters because there's all these reports that he made a bunch of picks and OTAs when the media wasn't around. And like when he plays for the second team, it feels like Sam Darnold's freaking terrified of him. Like he won't throw anywhere near him. And I got a tip from a friend yesterday, like, dude, compare Jair Brown physically, height, weight, speed to Ed Reed. And I was like, they're the same. And they have, I mean, he has very similar play making instincts. I'm not saying he's Ed Reed, who's one of the greatest of all time, but I'm not saying he's not either. I want to see what this looks like. And I have a feeling he might be starting week 1. I feel like he might be too good to keep off the bench, but it's like to keep off the field, but it's like they probably won't anoint him just yet. So I want to see more of him. The guy that I have seen, the tight ends, man. I'm so underwhelmed by Latu. And I don't want to write him off too early. I want to see what he looks like in the one-on-ones, but I just don't see a tight end who's going to like beat man-to-man coverage. And I know Dwelly can, and I'm pretty sure Willis can, and I know Kittle can. That's 3. And it's like, if you can't beat man-to-man coverage, like you better be freaking 6'8", 280, just, a load to bring down, unguardable in the red zone. Like, I don't think that's him. I don't see it with Latu yet. I don't know. Hey, he ran a speed out today against Andrew Hawkins, and Andrew Hawkins was just like all over him.
It's like,
I don't know. No, absolutely not. Get the hell out of here. No, I don't know.
It's interesting, the Ed Reed thing, because I was on with a Seahawks content creator a couple days ago, and he really, I mean, he goes super in depth with his pre-draft breakdowns of players. So I trust at least what he's saying to a certain extent, because I know he works really hard during the pre-draft process. But he said that Jair Brown reminded him of Earl Thomas, another very, very good safety. So, and he said, obviously, if you look at 40 times, you'd be like, oh, come on, what are you talking about? But when you actually watch them play, he's like, he's got Earl Thomas written all over him, which Earl's kind of a poor man's Ed Reed, really, if you think about it. Yeah. So, I mean, they're all kind of in that same area. That's interesting that two people kind of came away with big time safety play out of Jair Brown. That's very encouraging.
Haven't seen much from Robert Beal. Darrell Luter Jr. is injured.
Yeah.
I do like Braden Willis. He caught a pass today. I think he's going to be the Niners version of Ben Skoranek.
Ooh. Okay.
Meaning he's going to be like a fullback.
Fullback, yeah.
And,
that's what,
and it's like, will he be a dominant blocker? Like, maybe not, but like he's going to be impossible to cover from that spot, just like Skoranek is. Like you put him out, you flex him out and put him in any other spot, like in the slot, like, but at fullback, are we nickel? Are we base? What do we do? Can a linebacker cover him? Because a linebacker can't cover Willis or Skoranek. So if you go nickel, then you can, like, Skoranek can actually like block that guy. He can block that nickel back. So it could work.
Yeah, it's interesting because when they drafted him, I immediately sent out a message. It was like, that's our new fullback.
Fullback.
But we'll see. Hopefully.
Yep. Moody didn't kick today. It was Zane Gonzalez Day, which I just think is like, and he missed a kick from like 40 yards. Like, why is he on the team?
Why even?
Why do you have 2 kickers at this camp? Zane Gonzalez is terrible. I should have put him in the not so good. He missed like a 40-yard kick.
Zane Gonzalez, you keep Zane Gonzalez if you bring in an undrafted rookie. And then you make them compete. That's how that goes. But if you draft a kicker in round 3, you just remove the other kicker. Like, it shouldn't be that difficult.
John B says, what are both your expectations of Brock tomorrow?
I mean, we can get into this is a good segue to the other topic.
I expect him to struggle. I expect him to throw a lot of short passes, and anytime he tries to do anything other than that, it's going to be hit and miss.
Yeah,
and if he exceeds my expectations, God love him.
Yeah, I just don't have high expectations for him, and I don't think we should.
Rusty.
Yeah.
Non-rhythm. Handsome. but that only take you so far. Niners Rule says, "Hey Grant, here's $20 so I can ask my next question after the show starts winding down."
Okay.
I don't get it.
Liar.
Okay,
It was
thank
only
you.
$19.99.
Saul Goodman says John Lynch would never play poker after that press conference. His body language was obvious on what his preferences at quarterback. Kyle
Oh,
Shanahan stayed stone faced the entire
brutal.
time.
Brutal.
But Rudel, what's the prediction at LT when Trent retires? McKivitz.
Hopefully they draft somebody. No. They got to draft somebody next year. They have to draft a tackle next year. They have to. Round
Big
one.
Neil Mason says underdog Trey hashtag. Also, JP will be fine. He's a Mason. Yeah. Nah, people think I'm biased sometimes. And like everyone knows I love Jordan Mason. So if I just minimized him fumbling and dropping a pass, he'd be like, well, I can't trust you anymore. So I had to say that. But at the same time, it broke my heart. But I also was very hard on Ty Davis Price last year. He was great.